Dan, why, just get me off the ledge, why did the police not think that somebody this savage, who was on the loose and being tracked by them, who they lost, why was it not important for us to all know about it? Because if those girls had known about it, I think Pavo may not have let him in, and certainly the neighbor who told us would have been a hell of a lot more careful with her actions and might have called police right away.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think what you're going to find is a after-action investigation of exactly what the police did, why they made the decision not to release that information to the public. One of the things that was disclosed during the press conference, I guess, is that there was surveillance. The question that I would have is what type of surveillance was that? Because that can vary depending on the experience of the investigators, the number of agents that are deployed, the assets they have, whether they're doing electronic or just actual physical surveillance on that individual. So it's very troubling because I think this is probably maybe the third time I've been on your show and we've talked about cases that are like this, where somebody goes out and they commit another violent act or violent crime. And if the police would have engaged the public with the social media, with all the things that we have at our disposal, you're probably right. This second murder would never have occurred.
Well, not only could they maybe have prevented Pavel Leper's death, but might have caught him even earlier because all of those eyeballs would have been on again, 6'5", 310, I think he is. It's all up and down the ranks, but he is a massive guy, easy to spot. And so their idea that they were worried about he'll go underground if we go public, well, great. The result was Pava's going underground. One last really quick question here. The male victim from the rape and the assault and the couple that was nearly burned alive, that male victim's mom said that she wishes the police had done more to spread the word about Billingsley's identity because, quote, that lady's life could have been saved. That's Latrice Johnson. It's just unconscionable. The other issue, Dan, is I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Is it diminution credits that you get for good behavior? And, a guy who gets 30 years with 16 suspended gets out in under 10. Is that what, does this whole system need to be looked at again for sex offenders and maybe they don't qualify for good behavior?
Yeah, Maryland, it's diminution is, I think, the proper pronunciation. There's about 38 states approximately that have similar programs. Some states have none. Michigan, for example, doesn't give any credit. But what's interesting about Maryland is it looks like he's a sex offender. He's eligible for 20 days a month, and he can get up to 50% of his sentence reduced, which is pretty significant. That's on the higher end. Florida, for example, won't let you get more than 15% of your total sentence reduced. So it's a prevalent incentive for inmates, and the federal system has that as well. But the question is, who's eligible for the program, how it's being administered. And that's something that I think the politicians should look at in Maryland, particularly after this case. Yeah.
Violent sex offenders, maybe no more opportunity for that. Dan Eckhart, thank you for being with us. We're going to continue to follow this story, of course. Appreciate your insight. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.